Hey, we got a question out there, Rip. How did you get the name Rip Rogers? I know you probably answered before, but this is
I answered this 127
answer
times.
it one more time. He's not in here much.
Okay. In let's see, what was it? 1979. I went to work for Frankie Kane, who was the great Mephisto in George and Gil Calkins' territory of Mississippi. I got their number from the Freebirds when they come into Nashville when I was getting ready to leave there. So Frankie Kane, who is the great Mephisto, who was the booker there, took one look at me and he said, "You're now Rip Rogers." I said, "Okay, why am I Rip Rogers?" He says, "Because Eddie Graham was the first Rip Rogers in 1955 in Texas. And you remind me of him. So from now on, you're Rip Rogers." So my fourth name, going from Mark Shira to Hercules Samard to the legendary Disco Kid, I became Rip Rogers in 1979, and then I've been Rip Rogers ever since then. So that's how I got the name Rip Rogers, who was named after the great Eddie Graham, who was one-time president of the NWA and was one of the legends of wrestling and was the majority owner in Championship Wrestling from Florida.
So Eddie Graham wrestled as Rip Rogers?
Yes, in 1955 in Texas.
Just for a short period of time?
Yeah.
So it wasn't like you had to try to get the name from him?
Right.
Anything like that?
I don't even think they had a thing like that years ago.
So it just stuck with you then after that?
Well, the guy says, "What's your name?" I said, "Rip Rogers." That was it. I could remember, as long as I could remember it and spell it all right.
I guess I was getting confused because I was thinking when you were in Portland, that's when you got a Hustler. When you were So you were just Rip Rogers then?
Yeah,
and then that's when you became the Hustler.
That's when Buddy Rose was Playboy Buddy Rose, and it was Sandy Barr's flea market there at the Portland Sports Arena on Sunday. So me and Buddy went there to goof off, and there was a bunch of Playboys and Hustler. So we got our picture taken. Buddy had the Playboy magazine. He was the Playboy. He said, "Nay." He threw me the Hustler magazine. So I held it. He goes, "Now we got the Playboy and the Hustler." And that's how I became the Hustler. Thanks to Playboy Buddy Rose. It don't get any better than that, does it?
Good story, Rip.
Great story. I'll give you a hand.
Big gold and a billfold, so swole that I can't get the shit closed. So I money fold and rubber band wrap